Good evening. Let us give a big round of applause and welcome the Thomas Jefferson Chorus, who will be singing For Good from Wicked. Let's give a round of applause.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet over orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a water halfway through the world. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew I have been changed for good. It will be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You will be with me like a handprint on my heart. On another way of storytelling, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by the wind of the sea, like a teardrop by a skybird in a distant world. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you, I have been changed. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know this blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a coming over the world, as the passing the sun, like a stream that meets a water, in the world. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. Because I knew you. Because I knew you. I have been changed for good.
Good evening once again, and welcome to the 2023 Celebration of Excellence. Let's give our students from Thomas Jefferson another big round. Tonight is an evening that I definitely look forward to every year because it gives us a chance and an opportunity to celebrate the many stars of EPS, those individuals who make our school system truly the best school system in Virginia, in the DMV, and in the United States. So let's give a big round of applause to all of our amazing educators and our staff who come together. As we begin this evening, I do want to take a moment because I know that in order for our EPS educators and staff to be who they are, it's because of their family, their friends who often give up a lot of time and you share them with us on a day-to-day basis. So if you are a family member, a spouse, a partner, a child, someone who's just supported your EPS honoree tonight, I want you to stand so that we can recognize you. All of our family members, friends, and staff who will give back and make us a great system fair. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you sacrificed a lot to give your loved ones to us every day, and we wouldn't have the school system that we do without your support from home. So thank you. And also, I do want to give a big thank you to our CCPTA, our County Council of Parent Teacher Association tonight. They help provide lapel pins for our honorees. Claire Noakes, if you're here, our CCPTA president. I know you're here. I talked to her earlier. Please stand and let's give her. She's in the back. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you, Claire. But thank you to all of our PTAs, not only for your support tonight, but I know the support you provide all of our schools. As we begin tonight's celebration, it is my honor that we have a very special Master of Ceremonies this evening, Lorenzo Hall, who is news anchor at WSA 9. I'm honored that he gave up his evening to come spend time with us, his anchor duties for the evening, to spend time with us and celebrate our educators. Let's give him a big round of applause as I welcome him to the podium to be here to celebrate Arlington Public Schools. Thank you, Mr. Hall.
Good evening, Arlington Public Schools. How are you? That's it? That's all you got? Okay, I know it's late. I'll cut you some slack. I'm Lorenzo Hall, anchor the 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and 11 p.m. news at WUSA 9. And it really is a privilege to be here with you tonight. I know it sounds like the right thing to say, but educators have always held a very special place in my heart. I grew up in D.C. and Prince George's County. Oh, Chef, no, that was louder than the Arlington cheer. And my educators kept me on this path. I dreamed of being a news anchor. This very role at WUSA 9 when I was a kid. And it started in elementary school. I was the rambunctious, loud, curious kid who was full of energy. And one teacher, Miss Goodlow, said, this was 4th grade, you know what, let's have you do the morning announcements. We don't do this, but let's do it for you. Because you need to channel that energy and then use it for that. So I said, okay, I don't think it worked, but that started the path. Then in middle school, they did the morning announcements on closed circuit television. And I said to Miss Baker, my health teacher at the time, hey, I'd like to do that. She took me downstairs to Miss Keith, who ultimately said, do you want to be on camera, behind the scenes? I said on camera, and I became known as the lunch boy because we read the lunch menu every day. Kid you not, my first investigative story was called Pizzagate. For some reason, we had pizza 5 days a week. The kids were mad at me. I'm like, I don't choose what we have for lunch, but apparently there was some issue with the distributor. So I got to the bottom of that in 7th grade. So the educators, my high school teachers, obviously going on to college, helped forge this path and make sure I made it back home to fill that seat every night to be in my community. So I wasn't kidding when I said that, educators hold a special place in my heart. And those teachers were right. I got on my report card each and every night. Lorenzo, or each and every semester, Lorenzo talks way too much. All right, so enough about me. I'm gonna stop talking a lot. Tonight we will honor Principal of the Year, who represents their peers as an example of excellence. Assistant Principal of the Year, who contributes daily to smooth and flawless school days. Teacher of the Year, who inspires excellence in their classroom every day. Leader of the Year, promotes the educational mission for the school to achieve the academic success and well-being of each student. And then finally, Outstanding Support Employee, who plays a vital role in the success of students in school. Now I'm going to turn it over to the Chair of the Arlington School Board, Reed Bolstad.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Hall. I'm Reed Goldstein. I'm the chair of the school board. Thank you for joining us tonight to honor some of our exemplary employees who tirelessly and passionately work to realize our mission to ensure all students learn and thrive in safe, healthy, and supportive learning environments. I want to take a moment to acknowledge my school board colleagues here this evening. Vice Chair Cristina Diaz-Torres, and board members David Priddy and Bethany Zecker-Sutton. And unfortunately, member Mary Kadera cannot be here tonight. However, she sends her best wishes to all honorees. So on behalf of the school board, I am honored to be here to recognize a cohort of outstanding employees who demonstrate their commitment to our students. We thank each of you for all that you do for our students, staff, and our school communities daily. I'm grateful that so many of you, colleagues, families, supporters, have gathered here tonight to celebrate all our honorees. Seeing you here tonight at our annual Celebration of Excellence is uplifting. At Arlington Public Schools, we are about to conclude another challenging yet productive school year. I'm proud that despite some of the challenges, so much learning and growing has taken place at our schools. Our success is because of the passion and dedication that our honorees bring to schools, classrooms, and departments to help our students achieve their goals and realize their dreams. As a school division, one of our strategic plan goals is to find the best of the best in the field of education to become part of this multifaceted group of educators. It puts a smile on my face when I speak with families and community members, and they share about the skill and commitment that our staff brings into the classroom and to every part of our school system. The most critical element of our success here in Arlington is the incredible talents each person brings to our team. Esteemed 2023 honorees, you are the reason APS is successful and a highly sought after school system that it is today. And we want to thank you for that. And now I'll ask Mr. Hall to guide us through the rest of this evening's facilities. Thank you.
Award shows make me nervous, yeah? Do you guys get a little anxious, wondering who's winning, who's going to win this? All right, let's get started. The first award tonight is our Support Employee of the Year award. This award recognizes outstanding members of the APS support staff from 7 different scales. They're the backbone of the school system. All support employees, regardless of their classification or salary scales, join with the principals, teachers, and department leaders to provide education and support our students need to perform their very best. To introduce our Support Employees of the Year is Dr. John Mayo, Chief Operating Officer.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. With me this evening, Dr. Ty Bird is going to help me with the certificates. Since we have a lengthy list of support staff who will be representing or be recognized this evening. So this evening, it is my honor to recognize and congratulate the Support Employees of the Year. We have 7 colleagues representing each of our support staff employee groups that have been selected as the 2023 Support Employees of the Year. Before we recognize them, let's take a brief look at the video highlighting this year's honorees for the surprise moment they found out they were selected as the winner for their employee group.
Mr. Lindizabo goes above and beyond as a bus driver for Arlington Public Schools. He is responsible and personable, and he is always mindful of the safety of our students as his passengers. He has an extraordinary ability to get along with people of all backgrounds.
Gerald is a true leader. He actually shares with me things that we can do better so we can ensure that our students in Arlington Public Schools have the best services possible.
Oh, Gerald, he's one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet. He's always nice. He never have nothing bad to say about anyone.
Oh, that's my little brother, so we all good. That's my best friend.
Stay strong, stay positive, have a positive attitude every time you come to work. You know, it's always good to have that good energy because you pass that good energy on to the other students. I'm so happy and honored.
G-Scale Employee of the Year. Our A-Scale Employee of the Year is Miss Pat Greco. Please come on up.
I didn't know what was going on. I thought, oh, Dr. Duran's just here for a visit. Isn't that nice? So I'm very surprised. I think the most important thing with working with the students is finding a connection to really understand what they need, how they feel, how they're approaching their learning.
He just makes it easier.
I like how she helps me when I need help.
You really go above and beyond, Ms. Greco, in a way that shows us at APS that you are what we want all our employees to be, and that's why you're an Employee of the Year. Ms. O'Keefe is outstanding. She and her staff provide excellent customer service for her students here, and they're ready to start lunch with a smile, which is so important. It's so important.
She's a leader, and she's very helpful. She's a good manager, you know, and she helps us a lot in the kitchen. She gives us ideas. She pushes us to be better.
Being as an administrator, you don't really have to worry about what's going on in the kitchen because it's in good hands.
You take pride in everything that you do and make sure everything's always right for all of us. So congratulations.
I would not be getting this award not without my staff. Without their support, I would not be here. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Before I share a few words, I'm excited actually to turn the cameras around for once, to shine light on someone that never gets recognized, someone who was nominated by Ms. Judy A.B. and many others in central office for the E-Scale Employee of the Year, and that's Mr. John Stilldryer. So I want to recognize him because he is actually our E-Scale employee. So come on over here, get on this side of the camera. Get on this side of the camera because I'm so honored to recognize you and get some flowers. So I know this is a surprise for you, as it should be. And you are E-Scale Employee of the Year. Now, John is truly a storyteller, and he produces high-quality work over his 36 years of dedication to APS. He's more comfortable behind the camera than he probably is right now because he never seeks the spotlight. However, his leadership and his talent are deserving of this recognition. As a result of his work, we in APS have won countless awards for his videos. During the pandemic, John and his team made sure to think outside the box to help us solve new problems and challenges, helping our teachers stay connected with students and using video as an educational tool when our students were not in the classroom through our At Home with APS series. Thank you. I'm excited to honor you and surprise you in a little way. And I want to turn it over to Miss A.V. to say a few words.
John, I think you know that from the principals, from all the administrators, how much we respect you, how much care and thought you put into everything that you do with us. Being filmed in any way is an unnerving experience. And I think your ability to just talk to us, to make it real, but also just working with you is absolutely a joy. So we are so lucky. Thank you.
All right, and let's take our picture now.
Those videos we see in the school board meetings, everybody loves those. I get compliments on those all the time. The community education part, they're so interesting and vibrant.
We have a great team.
It goes for all of you guys, of course.
We have a great team. We love doing it. It's with a passion and get all the support from everybody, and it's just couldn't be in a better place.
You've been nominated and chosen for the G-Scale Employee. Nicole has a work record that exceeds department and division expectations. She has true dedication to Arlington Public Schools with her performance, excellent customer service skills,
and is always a dedicated team leader and team player.
All of our new hires continue to remark on how patient and thorough you are with explanations, how positive and enthusiastic you are, and you set the standard for what they are to expect when they come and join us each year.
I'm so honored. I'm still trying to take it all in. G-Scale continues to rock out, continues to work hard. We know that we're the backbone of our offices, and kudos to each and every one of you.
Every principal I talk to just adores Nicole, and that just says so much about the customer service that you bring.
I am excited to have you along with all the TAM members in the Department of HR on this team. Congratulations.
So I'm really honored and pleased today. We're out recognizing all of our Employees of the Year. And for our M-Scale Employee of the Year, Rosa Montes.
Rosa is a part of the dynamic morning custodial team. She's so reliable, dependable. She's an integral part of our community. She makes sure our school is safe and clean every day. She's just outstanding. I'm very proud of her.
Everything she's been asked to do, she does it wholeheartedly. She's a good worker to work with.
Ms. Montes is an invaluable member of the custodial team at Wakefield High School. She is proactive in addressing any needs and looks for ways to support our school, our staff, and all of our students.
Estoy feliz de trabajar 17 años. No sé, no tengo palabras, tengo nervios.
So this is it. This was their surprise today.
Yeah, nice. And I'm so proud to be here today with you as our X-Scale Employee of the Year, Ms. Tanita Chapman, for 2023. Ms. Graves has some flowers.
She's really nice, and I'm really happy because if she wasn't here, then we wouldn't have all of this fun stuff that we can do. Thank you!
I grew up at Drew. This was my school when I was 3. I've been at Drew for 27 years, and I love what I do. Really do. I love the kids, the family, just the relationship that I built with each family and each kid that walked through the door.
I actually went to Drew, so she was my supervisor when I was a kid. She's always smiling, always happy, always trying to basically make the community better, make the kids happy. Always looking to give them experiences that they've never had.
She arranges activities for them to do to get their minds stimulated about beyond and open up doors and things that kids never even thought of. Because of you, you're opening up opportunities for students.
And she treats everyone with so much respect and dignity, and she wants the best for our students. And everyone knows Miss Tanita. Everyone knows Miss Tanita.
We call her the mayor of Drew. She's here, like you said, first thing in the morning, she's the last one to leave, and her impact is not just here in the school building, but across this entire neighborhood.
Are y'all happy?
Yeah!
Are y'all happy?
Yeah!
Have fun.
All right, so who wants face mask?
What a powerful group of individuals. So now it's time for us to actually start honoring each one of them individually. So our first honor is an A-Scale employee. A-Scale employees serve as kindergarten assistants, special education assistants, bilingual family resource assistants, and classroom resource assistants, to name a few. Please welcome to the stage this year's A-Scale Employee of the Year, Patricia Greco, instructional assistant at Swanson Middle School. 3 characteristics that describe Ms. Greco. She is a problem solver, relational, and committed to student success. She's a passionate teacher and learner. Swanson students are excited to work with her, and teachers express a great deal of appreciation for her abilities and find her approachable and helpful. Let's give Ms. Greco another round of applause. We ask all of our honorees to stay on the stage as well. Next, we have our C-Scale honoree. C-Scale employees prepare and serve breakfast and lunch to APS students. Our kitchen staff handles the ordering and preparation of meals, making sure that the food is presented in an appetizing way and served over 11,000 customers with a smile every day. Please welcome to the stage our this year's C-Scale Support Employee of the Year, Hannah Okiba. Ms. Okiba has been serving meals and smiles to staff and students of Williamsburg Middle School for over 2 decades. It is with this tireless devotion that she makes sure that the cafeteria is always prepped and ready to serve breakfast and 3 lunches each day. If students are not able to eat what is offered, she will find another alternative at that moment to ensure students have something to eat. Congratulations again, Ms. Okiba. Our next scale we'll be recognizing is our D-Scale Employee of the Year. Our D-Scale staff transport students safely around Arlington County, not just to and from school, but also on field trips, interscholastic competitions, and a variety of other school-sponsored events. They're also trusted adults who ensure students start the end of the day feeling supported and valued. For D-Scale employees, are generally the first and last APS staff member students encounter on a daily basis. Please welcome to the stage this year's D-Scale Support Employee of the Year, bus driver Gerald, aka Jerry, Mr. Mendez-Ball provides daily operational excellence with a smile. I've always seen him smile. He ensures all students receive a safe ride to and from school while embracing the diversity of all of our students. One student wrote, "I am recommending him because he is a great person and the best bus driver I've ever met." He is a leader, a mentor, and a friend to many students. That's powerful coming from a student. Let's give Mr. Mendez-Ball another round of applause. Our next honoree represents our E-Scale employees. E-Scale staff fulfill a variety of important roles throughout the school division. They make sure our technology is being utilized in the most efficient way, assist parents and visitors at our schools and departments, communicate and share stories about what is happening in APS in our classrooms, and oversee our financial and operating systems. Please welcome to the stage this year's E-Scale Support Employee of the Year, John Studryer, Director of Arlington Educational Television, or AETV. Mr. Studryer has been an instrumental part of Arlington Public Schools for almost 40 years. That's a round of applause. His reach has spanned every department in school as he and his team find great stories and share the best of APS. He is a multi-talented storyteller who facilitates cross-departmental collaboration. Mr. Studryer is always behind the scenes, bringing out the best in people, personally and professionally, on and off screen. His positivity is contagious. The number one comment from everyone who works with him is how much they love working with him. He puts people at ease, builds trust, and allows APS to capture great moments in classrooms and across the school division. Thank you again. Our next employee group, G-Scale employees, provide administrative support in schools and the central offices. They often are the first to greet visitors, families, and students when they arrive. They help Their help is critical to the smooth operation of any school or department. Please welcome to the stage this year's G-Scale Support Employee of the Year, Ms. Nicole Anderson. Employment Specialist for the Department of Human Resources. Ms. Anderson is always focused on performing the role to the best of her ability while providing backup support to other members of the talent acquisition team. She never loses sight of the human aspect of each person that she serves. Ms. Anderson individualizes each encounter, conversation, and onboarding meeting with new hires. She treats each person with humility and empathy, serving as a role model to employees she works with and those that she encounters daily. Congratulations again, Ms. Anderson. Thank you for all that you do. Our in-scale employees provide maintenance support across the school system, clean our classrooms and buildings, provide support when mechanical systems break down, make building enhancements, rewire spaces for technology, mow lawns during the winter months, clear snow from sidewalks and school parking lots. Please welcome this year's M-Scale Support Employee of the Year to the stage, Ms. Rosa Montez, custodian at Wakefield High School. When one thinks of Ms. Montez, the adjectives dependable, consistent, responsive, and positive come to mind. She can be counted on to be on time, be present every day, complete assigned responsibilities, and to willingly take on additional tasks to support the safe and efficient functioning of Wakefield High School. She is consistently proactive in addressing needs and looking for how she can support Wakefield staff and students. Congratulations again, Ms. Montez. And last but certainly not least, we have our X-Scale employees who supervise our extended day programs in our elementary schools and check in at our middle schools, starting and ending our students' day with enriching, safe, and structured activities. I'm pleased to introduce X-Scale Support Employee of the Year, Ms. Tanita Chapman, Extended Day Supervisor with Dr. Charles. Ms. Chapman is the heart of our school for the years of experience she brings and the many ways she serves students. Ms. Chapman guarantees that students at Drew receive the best before and after school programming available. She arranges for community members to share their talents during program time and for students to engage in activities that stimulate their minds and open their eyes to a world beyond the doors of Drew. She is always willing to do whatever is needed to make sure that the students of Drew succeed. Students know and rely on her. She makes them feel safe and supported. It doesn't matter what is needed or when it is needed, Ms. Chapman will always be there for the Drew community. Congratulations, Ms. Chapman. Let's give this group of powerful employees one more round of applause.
All right, so this next award, this is a new one right here, Leader of the Year. This leadership award honors the contributions of P-Scale staff who have led significant initiatives to strengthen academics, student well-being, operations, employee engagement, family engagement, or other areas that serve schools and students. To introduce this award is Chief of Staff, Stephen Lickes.
Good evening. Great to be here this evening. Let me get the mic right. When someone taller comes before you, you've got to mess with that a little bit. So, now I think we got it. Thank you very much for coming out. It's my honor to represent the Leader of the Year. And this is a person who I have the opportunity to work with probably more often than she would like as we problem solve and work together. But I just want to say how thankful I am for her. But in her nomination, well, first of all, let's start with this. I'm pleased to present the Leadership Award to Wendy Pilch, Director of Elementary Education. There are many things or words that can be used to describe Ms. Pilch. The words that were used in her nomination were committed, dedicated, and having an unrelenting desire to ensure that all students achieve at a high level and have their social emotional needs met. She epitomizes grace, compassion, devotion, and works diligently to ensure that leaders are provided with the support and guidance to run their buildings. And as a recovering former principal, I can tell you that support is great, and we definitely respect and are thankful for the work she does. She mirrors and supports the culture and climate of APS, in which each school leader can find solutions that fit the unique needs of each school and create highly effective learning communities. She maintains a connection with principals and works tirelessly to support their work. And in her time, all the time, she's supporting schools. You can email her at a certain time and she pops right back to you. You can call her, she gets a text back to you. So she's always on the clock supporting her buildings. Before we have her join us on stage, let's watch this video to see what makes Ms. Pilch and her work so special here at APS.
Central Office Employee of the Year for 2023, Miss Wendy Pilch.
I was completely surprised. I was here at Drew to do some instructional walkthroughs, and when I heard from my boss, Chief Kim Graves, that she was going to be coming by to surprise the extended day supervisor, Tanita, I was so excited to help congratulate Ms. Tanita. And then they turned it on me and surprised me right after. So it was a really nice tribute, and I'm extremely appreciative for the award.
She's an exceptional leader with over 20 years of service to APS. Starting her career as a classroom teacher and served in so many capacities during her tenure, instructional specialist, Title I supervisor, AP here at Drew, and currently supporting all of our elementary schools. You also are graceful, compassionate, and devoted to making sure that all of our leaders have the support and guidance that they need.
I've known Wendy for a long time. She's one of the most dedicated educators I've had a chance to work with. She's the best problem solver. She's my go-to whenever we need to think out of the box. So I'm always grateful to be able to work with her and have learned a lot from her over all these years. So proud to be her colleague.
I just want to say that I really am in it for the kids, and so the further I've gotten from kids into central office, the more I have missed students, which is why you find me in schools more than at central office. But I've come to realize that the work of supporting principals is just as meaningful as being side by side with students in the building. All my work is really about helping students in schools, helping their principals and staff support their learning, and so I feel honored to be recognized.
So it's my great honor to please welcome to the stage this year's Leadership Award recipient, Miss Wendy Pilch. Wendy, on behalf of Arlington Public Schools, we are pleased to present you with the 2023 Leadership of the Year Award and certificate. But we're also not going to let you off that easy, so would you like to say a few words?
Promise I will keep this short. I know there are many of you here celebrating your loved ones. Good evening. Thank you, members of the school board, executive leadership team, school staff and families. A special thank you to Chief Kim Graves for her support and belief in me as a leader. This job is a true collaboration And I want to take this opportunity to recognize the building administrators and central office colleagues that I work with on a daily basis. Their dedication and hard work should be commended. My role is to support these administrators and to help them implement their vision, and it has been my honor to serve in this role. Through my 25 years in education, from classroom teacher to building administrator to central office, my goals have remained constant: to build and maintain relationships and to always focus on what is possible instead of what is not. I aim to exhibit these values in my work each day, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve and support, collaborate and problem solve with colleagues, always with one focus for the decisions we make, the students. Thank you again for this incredible honor.
Wendy, another round of applause. All right, now we're going to get to our Teacher of the Year finalist, okay? This next award honors Teachers of the Year honorees selected to represent every school. Teachers, you know, that are a gift to all of us, and there are many outstanding teachers for sure at APS. So being selected as Teacher of the Year for your school is a pretty big deal, huh? Yeah. Here representing the board are Assistant Superintendent of School and Community Relations, Catherine Ashby, and APS Legal Counsel, Christy Smith.
We are so pleased to celebrate this year's Teacher of the Year honorees. At APS, we're fortunate to work with teachers who are thoughtful, considerate, skilled, dedicated, kind, and selfless. And speaking personally as someone who's worked with lawyers for over about 25 years, it's really refreshing and amazing. Yours is an extremely difficult job, yet it's uniquely powerful and influential. You shape future generations, help students succeed, and make the world a better place.
Let's take a look at a video showing teachers talking about their favorite teaching moments and the students talking about why they love them.
My favorite part about teaching is anytime a student has that aha moment where they figure something out.
Miss P is nice and she helps you out. I like Miss P because she helps kids when they need her.
She's calm, she's kind, but she knows how to help in any situation.
Watching them grow and develop, and it's just a beautiful thing to be able to raise this next generation, and I feel really lucky.
My favorite thing about Miss Neal is her authentic personality and how she's not afraid to tell students the way it is.
She leaves the classroom open for open conversations.
She helps us do activities, but it's not like, oh, I have to do this activity. It's like, oh yay, it's finally time to do the activity.
My favorite part about teaching is the bonds that you make with the students and the families. And then when they leave you and they graduate college, they come back to see you, then you know you made a difference.
Letting them know that they can do hard things. All they have to do is try.
She treats me the way she wants to be treated, and she always says good morning to me, and I like her. If I'm having trouble in math or language arts, she'll take me over to her table and she'll explain it more to me.
When I see kids thinking for themselves and advocating for themselves and trying something new that maybe they never thought that they could do before.
When your students really grasp a concept, when they realize that they learned something and their face just lights up like a light bulb.
They have that aha moment, you can see it in their face, and you hear them say something like, I'm really good at this, or I can do this, and it's just such a great moment to see.
I call those light bulb moments because it's like a light goes off in their brain and they can see things that they didn't see before, and it's just my favorite thing. It's why I do what I do.
Like that celebration and the moments leading up to it are my favorite part of teaching.
The favorite thing I like about my teacher is working with her.
She tries to make sure everyone feels good about what they did and how they did it.
My favorite teaching moment is that instant when the child, my student, announces to the world, I can read.
I really love the open house or meet the teacher because you get to see the students and your classroom finally come alive.
My favorite thing about Miss Reynolds, she's really funny and kind.
She's great, isn't she?
Yeah.
My favorite thing about Miss Carlson is the amount of effort she puts into each of her lessons and how well she explains everything for us to understand.
I teach in an immersion school. I teach in Spanish. And so after giving detailed instructions on a math activity, I set the kids to work by saying, vamos. Then I turned around to get some materials and I see 25 children following me around the classroom.
Yo creo, señora, al Señor Dios está buena y todo está bien y yo quiero a ella.
My first year of teaching, my dad came to my classroom and a 7th grader looked at him and said, "So, that's your kid, huh?" Pointing to me. And my dad said, "Yep." And the student said, "Well, you raised a good one." I took that experience and tried to put humor, laughter, silliness, and fun into the music room every day.
She teaches us a lot about beats like clap, clap, snap, stomp, and stuff. And I always wanted to be a violinist, but she teaches about violin and sometimes the ukulele. And I love doing that because she's very fun.
So my favorite moments are listening to kids.
She takes time out of her day when she could be doing what she wants, and she comes and she listens to a bunch of kids and listens to them and helps them solve their problems.
I think she's very understanding and really funny and kind and caring.
I like to hear about what they like, what challenges them, what's going on in their classes, what they think about life, how they're feeling.
Teaching has been a very rewarding career for me, just making connections with kids and hopefully making a difference in their lives.
Every single time I go to this class, I'm in a good mood. He cares about me, we make jokes, have a secret handshake. Man's kind and caring and loves his students.
My favorite thing about Miss Amati is the way she teaches and her charismatic personality and how she loves all of her students.
When I had a group of students who volunteered at the Walter Reed Community Center, rode a smoothie bike to prepare the smoothies, and they served the senior citizens. They played games with the senior citizens, and it was great to see my students in a different light, just seeing them being great people, caring for people in their community.
My favorite thing about Miss Dyer is that she's always there for the school. She helps keep everything on track and organized. She's like the glue that holds everything together.
If there's something happening in the school, there's a good chance Miss Dyer's behind it.
My favorite teacher moment is seeing my kids grow, graduate from Long Branch, and succeed in middle school and high school and become whatever they want to be in life.
He liked to play games. Silly. He is silly. He is silly.
My favorite thing about Miss Ibuki is she's nice. She allows us to have plenty of free time, gives us fun activities. She's just a nice teacher.
It's just the opportunity to work with students every single day in small groups during whole group lessons and meeting them where they are and seeing the amount of growth they make by the end of the year.
How of doing my work.
I love teaching students how to read. There's nothing that makes my heart happier when I see a kid who's been trying to know their letters, and then they do it. They read a book and they finish it and they look at me with a glow of, I've done it.
My favorite thing about my teacher is that she's really organized and she gets her students on top of things.
And she cares about all of her students.
If you need help with something, you can go find Miss Lemper.
After I've seen a student for a friendship problem and I've given them tools and strategies to try to solve the problem, and they tell me I was having another problem with my friend, but I solved it on my own, that is one of the best moments.
It's the series of moments that I observe when my students are working
on a project collectively.
My favorite thing about my teacher is when I'm having a hard time understanding things, they take the time to pull me aside and go over it.
The first day I came in, they were so enthusiastic and welcoming about their class and their subject, especially towards me.
She always helped me out when I'm struggling with something in math.
When she teaches a subject, she simplifies it so that it makes it sound that it's really easy to understand.
I love when they are supportive of each other's ideas. That just makes me so happy.
Miss Sherry because she helps us learn.
She was the one person who helped me when I came here to the United States. She was trying to help me with everything.
She is my inspiration to continuing studying English. She helped me a lot last year for making me a good person too. And I love her as a grandmother, and she's a great person, and I hope she is still doing what she loves.
I think one of my favorite teaching moments was when I first started teaching EL students. At that time it was called HILT, and I really didn't realize what experiences some of my students had, and that just because they spoke English didn't mean that I needed to treat them like children. So one young man that I had went to the bathroom without a pass. He just got up, walked out of the room, and then he came back. And when he came back, I said, "Where were you?" "I was in the bathroom, miss." I said, "You can't leave the classroom without a pass." And he looked at me as if I were from another planet, and he said, "Miss, I just walked here all the way from Guatemala. Why do I need a pass to go to the bathroom?"
My favorite teaching moment was when I was teaching first grade, and there was a student who just couldn't connect with anything that I was saying or doing in class, and they were obsessed with Minecraft. I went and bought Minecraft. I played Minecraft. I don't know how to play Minecraft. I died so many times. I went back, told the kid about Minecraft and my adventures, and from then on, Minecraft conversations were everywhere. They were quite abundant, and we were really connecting, and we got through that first grade year. But he made so much progress, but it was because of the connection to the Minecraft, which I still don't get to this day, but it was the best. It's not really the teachable moment, but a teachable lesson for myself. How do I make a connection with the kiddo so that we can get our academic work done? It's not just academics, it's also social emotional learning too.
Clear to see why all of the students love their teachers. That was adorable. Let's have another round of applause. Our first honoree is Shabina Adams, Dr. Charles R. Drew Elementary Next, we have Matilde Arcediegas from Escuela Key. Next, I'd like to call to the stage Anna Barba from Arlington Traditional School. Next, we have Julie Beto from Innovation. I'd like to call to the stage Patricia Carlson, Teacher of the Year for North Ephraim Middle School. And next we have Kimberly Cherry from Discovery. Next, I'd like to call to the stage Allison Coyne from Integration Station. And next is Claudia Delgadio from Claremont. I'd like to call to the stage Maria Delgado from Arlington Middle School. Next up, we have Shauna Dyer from Kenmore Middle School. I'd like to call Leah Erlich from Nottingham Elementary School. And next up, we have Whitney Field from Swanson Middle School. Rashna Thakaro, Jamestown Elementary School. And next up is Bernice Gaither from Langston. Kathleen Habuki, Montessori Public School of Arlington. Alicia Hahn from Williamsburg. Charlotte Hoffer, Ashland Elementary School. Danny Issa from Washington Liberty. Kelly Sangino from Oak Ridge Elementary School. Evelyn Krippner from Campbell. She may not be here this evening, so we'll get her word to her afterwards. Rachel Lambert, Taylor Elementary School. Emily Jones, Randolph. Julie Lindemann, Tuckahoe Elementary School. Randy Lott, Long Branch. Aisha Mahdi from Thomas Jefferson Middle School. And we've got Mary McInerney from Glebe. It's a pleasure to call to the stage Melinda Metz, Barcroft Elementary. Ashley Neal, Career Center. Jessica Parnell, Cardinal Elementary School. And next up we have Erin Pavolko from Alice West Lee. Tony Price, Yorktown High School. Olivia Pro-Eddy, come on down from Arlington Science Focus. Scott Shepard, Schreiber. Anthony Spanos from Arlington Community High. Ryan Texera, HB Woodlawn. Renita Upshur from Abingdon. Aaron Warren, Charlotte Springs. Paula Watts from Lakeview. Last but not least, Heather Weir, Garrett Elementary School. We'd like to invite board members to come take a photo on the stage. A large group photo. Very much. If you're relocating. Up there. Let's do another round of applause for these people. Beautiful.
Let's give them another round of applause. I will never forget the story you told Marlon about the student that's coming from Guatemala. That was a good one. All right. Now we'll introduce 3 students from the Arlington Career Center to read original poetry. That's why you guys were so hyped. Coming up next, we have Margarita Cachuns, Mark Stansel, and Sua Paramachu.
Hi. My name is Mark Stansel. It's my poem about my bus driver, Jamal. He drives the bus 725 to Yorktown. Jamal, the bus driver of the year. When he pulls up to the bus stop, there is no need to fear. No bumpy road should scare you, even when it's cold, because the bus driver, Jamal, is very, very bold. He'll make the best decisions. He'll get us to our school. I do have to admit, Jamal is pretty cool. He makes our time much better, even if our days are bad. I hope he doesn't leave us, otherwise we'll all be sad. I look forward to the bus ride, look forward to our talks. When he drops me off at Yorktown, I ponder while I walk. I think about the way he helps us, how he brightens up our days. Doesn't matter who you are, he will love you anyway. I tried to understand how he could be so happy. When I walk into the bus, I always see him laughing. You can tell he loves his rides. He will always have a smile. Jamal will never die. He will long on for miles. Thank you all so much, and I'm going to give it to you.
So the poem is called Future Isn't Coming, It's Here by me. Deep down, we all have bad characteristics. I see this ugliness inside me that judges everyone who walks by and sees all their imperfections. I don't mean how they look. I mean, I see how life has been every ounce of strength they once had. I see me. I see how tired I have become, and with each day, everything becomes less exciting. We come to the world presenting ourselves as these creatures who are charming, clever, and flawless. We act as though we didn't go through years of evolution, turning from one species to another. We make decisions every day that can change our lives and others. Today I stand here and I choose to see the goodness in the world. I look at all of you and over you and feel the passion that you have for a better future. When it gets hard, I remember that we will survive through these agonizing days and the bright side of the world will appear again. You are the change, and every day that you show up for us is a day that you are shaping identities. So choose to be kind even when the world bruises you. Choose us like we have chosen you. Thank you. I would like to welcome Sula. My poem is called Our Voices by Sua Fatimatu. Our voices, like whispers in the air, carry stories, hopes, and dreams to share. A symphony of learning, harmonious and bright, guided by teachers igniting our light. With patience and guidance, they gently mold each young soul like treasures untold. Nurturing talents, unlocking our might, with passions and love, they ignite our flight. Teachers' voices guide so clear, leading us through each passing year. With patience, caring, boundless grace, they nurture our minds in every embrace.
All right, time for our Teacher of the Year award. You guys ready for this one? All right, the Teacher of the Year, by the way, selected from all of those APS teachers we saw here a moment ago. Please welcome to the stage Chief Academic Officer Dr. Gerald Mann to present this prestigious award.
Good evening. It's my honor to introduce the 2023 Arlington Public Schools Teacher of the Year to Deetra Brady Pulliam, a third grade teacher from Hoffman Boston Elementary School. AATV. AATV had the opportunity to visit her in her classroom, which we let her know she was the winner. Let's take a moment to look at the video as we see what her students and colleagues had to say about her.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Well, I know our SOLs are coming. I actually didn't come, though, to talk about the SOLs solely. I actually came for a different reason. Because today, I'm here to celebrate and honor our APS Teacher of the Year, Miss Brady Pulliam. Come on! Ms. Brady Pulliam actively engages her students by designing activities that help them learn independently. She's an incredible guide who empowers all of her students to take charge of their learning, to create interesting tasks that target real-world skills. If you're in her class, clap if that's true. Clap for her. All right.
I am so delighted for you, Ms. Pulliam. This is a very well-deserved honor. You make learning come alive for your students, and we here at Hoffman Boston value you just as your students value you so very much. So thank you for all of your hard work.
And one thing I really admire about you, no matter where you step in, you build that community with your kids, and it shows. The environment is just amazing. So I just want to tell you I love you, and I'm just so happy for you.
Ms. Brady Pulliam is a vital part of our Hoffman-Boston community. She cares deeply about our school, the staff, and the students. And I am proud that she was chosen as APS Teacher of the Year 2023. Congratulations.
She's so nice and she's always kind to us and she makes everything fun. She's smart, she's funny, she's pretty. We're confident about everything because she explains them a lot of times so that we can understand everything. She makes everybody laugh.
It's just awesome. I was saying to myself as I was standing at the podium, what do you say? But thank you for an opportunity to do what it is that I love to do. I'm one of those people very lucky. I get to do what I love to do every day. I think this platform allows me to say that there's a lot of us out there who still want to teach, who want to still be in the profession, and it's my hope to be able to carry the mantle in a way that I can encourage teachers, regain that thrill for teaching again, and be able to help teachers make the patterns and the ways and the excitement that we need to in order to make our students want themselves to be teachers. We need that in order to make our society a better place and to be able to help our students to grow and be interested about learning.
That was a great video that displayed how her colleagues and students feel about her. But before I call her up to the stage, I'm going to brag about her just a little bit more. Let me share a few words that they've said. She prioritizes knowing every student in her class. She can see what each student brings to the class community and uses students' unique strengths to help them overcome their difficulties and develop a positive self-concept. She actively engages and motivates her students and designs activities that fosters independence and mentorship. She is an incredible guide who empowers her students to oversee their own learning by creating interesting, open-ended tasks that target real-world skills. As her nomination stated, she has a magic way of bringing out each student's true potential and hidden abilities. I would like to ask Ms. Teacher Brady Pulliam to come to the stage. So I am very pleased to present to you the 2023 Teacher of the Year Award, along with a certificate and a small token of our sincere thank you to your dedication to our children and to the way you serve them every day. Everyone, please, again, join me in celebrating her, congratulating her.
Thank you so much. I am so lucky in so many ways. Arlington Public School rocks. Hoffman-Boston rocks. And I'm so elated that I could do this each and every day with the wonderful people in my building as well as the students. It's all about the students. And being able to work with my colleagues every day and just making sure that we can do the thing that we do with fidelity, with grace, with style, but most importantly, to feed the minds of the future leaders that we have in all the schools across Arlington, but particularly in my garden, Hoffman-Boston. I feel very, very lucky. And so I thank everyone for this acknowledgement.
Give Ms. Brady Pulliam another round of applause. I want to shout out her support around here as well. Y'all are so proud. All right, Time now for Assistant Principal of the Year. This is also another new award this year. Now, this award recognizes an outstanding AP who has succeeded in providing high-quality learning opportunities for students. These APs are acknowledged by their peers for their exemplary contributions they have made to the profession, their school, their students, and the division. Here to present this award is Kimberly Graves, Chief of School Support.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It is such an honor to be here this evening. I am pleased to honor and recognize Dr. Gabriela Rivas as our 2023 Assistant Principal of the Year. Dr. Rivas deeply believes every student can succeed. Whether providing feedback to teachers or interacting with students, she consistently demonstrates the leadership and commitment she expects among staff members. She takes personal responsibility for making sure that all students have the social and emotional support needed to be successful learners. She knows every Barkloff family, and I have witnessed it myself, by name and by need and by strength. And she goes to great lengths to help them find whatever they need to be successful. Dr. Rivas, AETV had the opportunity to capture some special moments that included our surprise visit from what we told you were the AP of the Year, and staff and students talking about why you are so special. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Dr. Rivas. Come on in, Dr. Rivas. We're here today to recognize you as our Assistant Principal of the Year for APS. Let's give a big clap for her.
Gabby is truly amazing, and people say that, but very specifically, she's brilliant. She learns super quick. She's a problem solver, but most significantly, she makes sure that there are high expectations for every single student. And anybody needs something, Gabby will figure out a way to make it happen for them.
I am so grateful. This is such an honor, but I don't think I could obviously do it without my amazing friend and mentor, Miss AB, and the support of my family. I can't believe my daughters are here.
She has been my role model my whole life. She's my best friend. I'm actually studying to be a teacher, so she has inspired me like that. Education has always been really important, and she's always instilled that in us.
It's made us study really hard, I think, work hard in school. I don't know if people know this about her, but she's a cancer survivor. So she just has gone through so much, and she's determined. She's so hardworking. She's inspired us to just work just as hard in school too.
And every time we have something bad happen to us, she makes everything better, and she finds ways to cheer us up and make us happy again.
She puts 110% into anything she does, and especially here, she cares so much about the kids and the staff, and she's also inspired me too. I'm also studying to become a school counselor, and so I'm so proud of her, and I can't think of someone more deserving.
Congratulations, Mommy!
Dr. Rivas deeply believes every student is capable of high levels of academic success. She takes personal responsibility to make sure that her students have the social and emotional support that they need to be successful.
I myself was an ESOL student in Arlington County, and I remember how hard it was. And I was so blessed to have an amazing team of educators who really had such high expectations.
Her work ethic is like none I have ever seen. I mean, we're lucky. We're incredibly lucky, and as is the school and parents and families.
So for me, it's such an honor to serve our students, our staff, because it is the district that welcomed me with open arms as a child.
Representation of the impact that Dr. Rivas has on her school community. I think that young man's face said it all. As Dr. Rivas makes her way to the stage, I want to share a few more things about her. Through her thoughtful actions, she communicates that every member of the Barcroft family is valued and irreplaceable. She ensures that all voices are heard, considered, and valued. As a result, Dr. Rivas has earned the trust of her staff, her parents, and students. She leads with humility and service. For her, it is always about students and staff. You exemplify selflessness in service to others and embodies the school motto, work hard, get smart, have fun, and be kind. Dr. Rivas is here with us this evening. I am so very pleased to formally present you with the 2023 Assistant Principal of the Year Award to you, along with a certificate and a small gift for our sincere thanks for your dedication to Arlington Public School students. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Rivas as Assistant Arlington Public Schools Assistant Principal of the Year.
Thank you. First in English, luego en español. I am truly grateful for this recognition. I'd like to express my profound gratitude to the Barcroft community, including our students, parents, teachers, and staff. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you these past 5 years. Collectively, we have strived for Barcroft to be a place where each student is empowered to thrive academically, socially, and emotionally. Thank you to my principal, Judy Apostolica-Buck, for modeling instructional, collaborative, and servant leadership. I have learned so much from you about cultivating an inclusive and nurturing educational community. I'd also like to thank my mom, the original Dr. Gabby Uchimoto, who taught me an admirable work ethic and a trailblazer in her time, showed me the urgency in advocating for all children to have equitable access and opportunity to a high quality education. Thank you to my husband and my beautiful children. You inspire me with your resilience, your words of wisdom, and your boundless patience. You help me become a better person each day. Muchas gracias a mi querida familia de Barcroft. Realmente ha sido un honor servir a nuestra comunidad estos 5 años. Gracias a mi linda familia y mis queridos amigos aquí presentes. Su apoyo me ayuda a seguir adelante cada día. Again, thank you for this incredible honor. Thank you.
One more big round of applause for Dr. Okay, our final presentation of the night. You know what that is? Any guesses now? Yeah? Principal of the Year. All right, the principal's ability to manage their interest in staff and students, their respect for learning, and their vision of the future set the stage for the school's efforts to educate our children. That's what this award is all about. Here to present this award is Superintendent Dr. Duran.
All right, before I present this award tonight, there are many principals in the audience that are here representing their schools and celebrating their teachers of the year, their support employees of the year. And I'd like for all of our principals who are in the audience to please stand and be recognized for all of their leadership. all of our principals, please stand. In Arlington, we have the very best school principals. They reflect the highest level of leadership. They give back above and beyond to their school community. Thank you to all of our principals for being here tonight to not only recognize the employees from your building, but to recognize also me here in support of the Principal of the Year. Principals, really, we know that your job is you wear so many hats. You are instructional leaders. You are individuals who make sure that our schools are safe. You make sure that we construct budgets. It's budget season, hire the right staff. And this year's Principal of the Year award recipient demonstrates strong leadership in all of those areas. But above and beyond, she's a model leader who inspires her staff and students with her clear vision, an open ear to always receiving input, and a commitment to excellence. She works very hard each and every day to build leadership amongst her staff and her students, and has strong relationships with family and her community. She also institutes systems that make Thomas Jefferson Middle School a safe and effective place for all students to grow and learn. The school slogan is what she is all about, making sure that happens. Tonight, I'm honored to present this year's Arlington Public School Principal of the Year Award to Keisha Bogan. Ms. Bogan, please make your way. Principal of Thomas Jefferson Elementary School, as we like to Before I present to you the award, Ms. Bogan, let's take a look at a video that AETV captured of your special day.
It is my privilege and honor as Superintendent of Arlington Public Schools to introduce 2023 Principal of the Year for all of Arlington. Let's hear it. Ms. Bogan always fosters cooperation between our school and our community. She hosts PTA town halls every month. She makes sure every question from every family member is answered. She clearly loves and cares about all of you as students and as staff and her parents. And she continuously makes sure that high quality instruction is the focus of her work.
She puts this mission into practice every day by overseeing the many elements that ensure both students and staff feel supported and ready to do their best.
For years, we have watched you give every ounce of yourself to Thomas Jefferson. With a drive and passion for education, you lead our school by placing students at the helm and steering our staff through the tides of what is best for children.
What's most important as a leader is to be a good listener, and it's something that I've learned over the years. Whatever it is, wherever you are, it starts with listening and not just have it go in one ear and out the other. It's listening so that people know you really hear what they're saying. I've been blessed to be able to work with incredible people with whom I share a common vision, and then we do what we need to do to make that vision come to light.
When you speak to her, you have her whole attention. You feel heard, you feel seen, and you matter to her. Middle school students don't often brag about, I don't want to tell you this, but like other schools, they don't always brag about their principal. This is the first place I've ever worked where people say, I love Miss Bogan. Miss Bogan, we love you too.
Congratulations, Miss Bogan. We have always thought of you as an amazing principal, but it doesn't hurt to have an award. As an 8th grader, I've attended this school for 3 years, and I think there wasn't a point in time when I ever thought of Miss Bogan as just a principal.
You make sure the school is a happy and comfortable place to learn and to be at, and you work effortlessly to make the school the best of the best, better than the rest at all times. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for everything that you do. Congratulations, you truly deserve this, and go Yellow Jackets.
Ms. Bogan, on behalf of Arlington Public Schools, I am pleased to present you with the 2023 Principal of the Year Award and a certificate. Let's give a big round of applause to Ms. Keisha Bogan.
even with heels on. I've prepared a few words. For my staff, they know a few words usually means a lot of words, right? But I promise I'll be quick. Good evening, Superintendent Duran, School Board Chair Goldstein, members of the Arlington Public Schools leadership team, school board members, APS colleagues, TGMS family, personal family and friends. I am truly honored to receive the Arlington Public Schools 2023 Principal of the Year Award. However, this award belongs to the 1,016 Yellow Jackets I have the privilege of serving, the incredible staff I have the honor of working with, and former TJMS leaders who laid a solid foundation. Together, we have worked and continuously served to build community and change lives for good. When asked to choose a selection for our TJMS choir to sing, the song For Good from the musical Wicked immediately came to mind. I absolutely love musicals, and Wicked is one of my all-time favorites. If you're not familiar with the storyline of Wicked, it is a Broadway musical that tells the story of a girl named Alphaba, who was born with emerald green skin and sharp teeth. Alphaba is smart, fiery, misunderstood, and possesses an extraordinary talent. Wicked, the musical, is set in the land of Oz before Dorothy arrives. It looks at what happened in the land of Oz, but from a different angle, a different perspective. Through this musical, the story of an unlikely friendship between Alphaba and the Wicked Witch of the West, and Glinda, the Good Witch of the North, is told. While the story plot is about the unlikely friendship between two witches, for me, this story correlates to life, school life, and how some students are completely misunderstood or misjudged, just like Alphaba. I could go on and on about the effects of being misunderstood and misjudged. However, I'd rather focus on the awesome opportunity we as educators have to affect change for our students. Every day we get an opportunity to positively impact the lives of children, an opportunity not afforded to many. Forrest Whitcraft, who is often misquoted, wrote "Within My Power," an essay found in the 1952 issue of Scouting magazine. Whitcraft wrote, "I am not a very important man, as importance is commonly rated. I do not have great wealth, control a big business, or occupy a position of great honor or authority. Yet I may someday mold destiny, for it is within my power to become the most important man in the world and the life of a boy. And every boy is a potential atom bomb in human society." Whitcraft goes on to talk about his own humility and concludes with, and I know you know this, 100 years from now, it will not matter what my bank account was, the sort of house I lived in, or the car I drove, but the world may be different because I was important in the life of a boy. Today, we've changed the wording to child to reflect a more inclusive society, but our work is identical. We are molding destiny. Whether we realize it or not, we are the change we want to see. Every day we help create a legacy. I often tell students they are living in an adult's life story, but each day they are writing the draft of the story of their own lives. If our lives are stories in a book, we as educators are editors. We are gifted and truly blessed with the task of editing the life story of every single child with whom we interact. So our words and actions matter. They leave indelible marks on the lives we touch. In a world full of noise, Our words and actions help determine what kind of adults our kids will become. The average life expectancy for Americans is 79.11 years. We get about 14 years of 79, or about 18% of the average American's life to make a difference, to matter, to be important, to serve as editor in the life of a child. During this draft writing phase of life, when settings, themes, plots, points of view, tone, characters are ever-changing, and there are conflicts with varying styles, and both happy and sad endings, our kids need us most. They need us to give them hope of writing a best-selling life. They need us to show them that, like the character Alphaba in Wicked, they are smart and talented, no matter their physical challenges, skin, color, or zip code. We have but a short time to be a positive impact in the lives of our kids, because this world can sometimes be disproving and discouraging. Hopefully, just hopefully, one day when our kids are older, they can reflect on the story of their lives and the second stanza of the song For Good, which is, I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something with we must learn. And we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that is true, but I know who I am today because I knew you. And if we as educators are honest with ourselves, truly honest with ourselves, we can say we are better because we knew them too. When I reflect and stop to appreciate the editors in my career, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Carolyn Lewis, who wouldn't let me quit when student teaching was challenging. The late Vivian Fairnot, who taught me to never fret when things get tough. She always said, it's when you're doing really good work that the enemy comes. Bob Yeager, my first principal supervisor, who taught me decisions are never easy, but when you put the best interest of a child first, that's when you know you're doing the right thing. Dr. Margie Walsh, who stressed the importance of continuous learning. Dr. Moore Churman, who emphasized the need to always tell your personal story. And of course, every book has acknowledgments and musicals have credits. I thank my admin team, Vincent DeRose, Robert Hanson, Diana Jordan, and Dante Hicks for being my ride or die squad. The staff at TJMS, who challenged me to think inside, outside, and all around the box. My family and friends who put up with my school schedule and loved me despite the fact that I miss many events. And my husband especially, Joseph Campbell, who is patient and understanding about my many, many late nights and long days. Finally, I want to thank my past and present Yellow Jackets, who are truly, and Yellow Jackets say it with me, the best of the best, better than the rest at all times. Thank you so much for this honor. I am so appreciative. Thank you, Dr.
Easier. Let's give her another round of applause, y'all. One more. Congratulations. Thank you all for letting me be a part of your evening tonight. And just being in a room with so much positivity, so much joy, so much love, and so much inspiration as well.
Thank you. Let's give a big round of applause to Lorenzo Hall for being here tonight. Mr. Hall, thank you. On behalf of Arlington Public Schools, we have a special gift for you, and we appreciate you spending your evening with us tonight. Again, congratulations to all. Thank you for being here tonight.